to just good. You're making sure all the buzzwords are in place, even if you had to practice pronouncing them. And you never use them at your old company.
Don't know what they mean.
I'm sorry?
And you don't know what they mean. That's okay.
Exactly. Yeah, you wouldn't want a vocabulary quiz at the end of your interview. And you play the game. You're slick rather than true, and you get the offer.
Wow. And on the surface, that's good.
Yeah, sure. If you're thinking short term, you're on the left side of the the box, right? You're in the leftmost quadrants, Q1 and Q3, the odd ones. You got the offer. But what is going to happen when you go to work there? You've been offered on the basis of a false premise that you are, whom you represent yourself to be. And I would argue, folks, there's a good chance you're not going to be happy there, let alone a good chance you're not going to be as successful as your interview would predict, your boss presently thinks, or that you believe.
Yeah, I mean, this does happen, and everybody knows it. I mean, the hiring managers are talking to themselves every day going, what happened to that guy I interviewed? Where did he go? And so in this case, in the long run, everyone loses.
Even though in the short run, it looks like the interviewee won. Yeah. So as long as you're thinking about the black box and you see the unpredictability and you think, I'm going to be slick and clever, you think, I got the offer. And if the black box, the people who see it as a black box, they look at it and say, well, Joe got the offer. That's great. That's success. And in fact, based on black box thinking, which drives myth-driven behavior, that's the intent, is to get an offer.
No, not really. The intent is fit, not winning. This is not about winning. Is not getting more pay or a better job. It's furthering your career. And if you're talking about your career, you're talking long term.
Yeah, this reminds me of I never get this quote quite right. I need to look it up. It's being rich is not having everything you want or getting everything you want. It's freedom from desire. And essentially, you have to be careful about getting what you want and then discovering it's not all it's cracked up to be.
Yeah.
So, look, basically what we're revealing here is the danger of that black box mentality, thinking, okay, I don't believe in interviewing. I know that people do it poorly. I've seen managers at my company do it poorly. They're idiots. They say yes to the wrong people. I know that's going to happen to me somewhere else. So I'm going to be clever. I'm going to be slick. I'm going to put myself in a situation to get the offer. And then I'm suddenly going to be smart and ethically behave around the decision I have to make. That black box mentality drives behavior that is wrong on so many levels, ethically, professionally, systemically, in terms of continued bad results. There is a short-term positive that is celebrated here in Q3 and a long-term negative that is often missed, never correlated, and much more important to the entire system.
Yeah. Okay. And lastly then, quadrant four. Quadrant four, we play the game, but we don't get the offer.
Okay. Now, we've revealed the dirty little secret, but this is where the dirty little secret picks up a shovel, digs a hole, buries itself, and covers itself up. Because, I mean, really, this is the crowning jewel of Horstman's wager. Think about this. It's the ultimate double whammy. It's not only that you don't get what you came for, you don't get an offer. It's not just that, folks. I mean, you played the game and you didn't get the offer. What's more, here it is. You really have to wonder, what would have happened if I had done my preparation? Would they have offered me if I had played myself?
Yeah. And that is something I'd rather not contemplate personally myself. I mean, that I think that's the equivalent of eternal damnation, isn't it?
It is. There you go. It's Pascal's wager. It's eternal damnation. You got to wonder and imagine. You know, I heard stories a number of years ago about when Apple was real popular, about somebody camping out in the 30 days in the lobby or out front of the lobby, and they finally gave him an interview when he went to work there. Heck, for all I know, it was Guy Kawasaki. I don't think it was, but. What a shame to really want it so bad, but to not be willing to do what you would expect every direct of yours to do, that if you want something bad enough, you work hard and you dot your I's and cross your T's and you prepare. And so you're willing to be slick. And then you end up not getting it. And you have to wonder, gosh, what if I had taken off the mask? Tears before, bigger tears after, when the shock sets in that they did not say no to you. They said no to that little cardboard cutout you held up in front of yourself. This is like, I hate to say this is like dressing one way for a date and being told no when you asked for a second date after you had a good time. And then a week later, seeing the young man or the young lady that you had interest in with somebody else dressed exactly like you would have if you had been your smart self as opposed to your slick self.
Yeah. Well, and basically the crux of this cast is pretty simple, right? If you think long term, the best outcomes from interviews come from preparation.
Yep.
And the worst ones come from playing the game. So, like I said, be your smart self and not that slick self.
You said it, partner.
Cool. So summing it up, preparation.
Interviewing is a black box, and playing the game is a classic myth. It happens, but it's a myth, folks. It drives the wrong kind of behavior. And Horstman's wager is really simple. In that 2x2, you've got 4 quadrants. The top 2 quadrants, 1 and 2, are about being yourself. In 1, you get an offer, and 2, you don't. And in the bottom 2 quadrants, 3 and 4, you play the game. And in 1, you get an offer, and in 4, you don't. And the answer is not play the game in order to get the offer. The answer is be yourself with preparation, which is what professionals do. Not only will you benefit in the short term and in the long term, but others will as well.
Yeah. Be yourself and get the right answer, which could be either yes, you got the job, or no.
Or no.
Either case, you're doing okay.
Yep.
Thanks, my friend.
My pleasure, sir.
We'll see you later. Well, there you go. Horstman's wager. Hopefully, after listening to this cast and availing yourself of the interviewing resources we have here, you won't find yourself on the losing end of the wager. As always, Mark and I truly appreciate your continued support. And as much as we appreciate hearing from you via email, show@manager-tools.com, we absolutely love it when folks jump on the discussion forums and support the community of like-minded managers over there. You'll find the forums at www.managertools.com/forums. So, until next week, folks, so long.